First of all, I'm going to say good morning, man. Second, we going to get straight to it. I'm about to give y'all five different levels of knowing you have a victim's mentality, that you're living in the act of a victim's mentality role in your life. It's 5 levels. If somebody ever told you that you always play victim, that you always got to be right, everything got to go your way, these are emotions that are learned. And things that you can learn, you can unlearn. But you have to listen for understanding, especially if it's coming from a place of somebody loving you or somebody caring about you, mentally or physically. It's five different levels of knowing you are living in a victim's mentality world within your mind. Number 1, you have a need for recognition, meaning that your pain and suffering needs to be acknowledged by others. The things you have went through, the harshness of your life, childhood, adulthood, teenagehood, whatever it may be, you have a need for that to be acknowledged by others, right? Number 2, moral superiority. Moral superiority. You ask what that is? That means that your pain and suffering trumps over everyone else's pain and suffering. Meaning that you always put what you have been through first on the priority list before you can acknowledge or understand where another person is coming from with their pain and suffering. That's called moral superiority. Number 3, you have a lack of empathy, meaning that the things that a person tells you they are going through or they have went through, you will try to trump that with your pain and suffering, meaning that, oh, that's not nothing. That what you went through, that's lightweight. That what you going through, that ain't nothing compared to what I got going on. That's called lack of empathy. Number 4, you have a sense of entitlement, meaning that the way you act, the way you treat others, the way you talk to others, you feel you have a sense of entitlement of doing that because the world owes you that. For all the things you've been through in life, for all the things that done happened to you, that's the least somebody can give you. You see what I'm saying? That sense of entitlement comes with selfishness, aggression, etc. Number 5, manipulation. That's a strong one. Number 5 is manipulation, meaning that you will use your pain and suffering to manipulate the situation that come of hand that might transpire. Meaning that if you commit an act and you know the act that you committed hurt somebody, you will resort back to what hurts you to say that you need to give me a pass because look what I've been through. I'm hurting. I made a mistake. I did it because I went through this or this happened to me. That's manipulation. Now I gave you 5 of those things. 5. Number 1 was recognition. Number 2 was moral superiority. Number 3 was lack of empathy. Number 4 was sense of entitlement. And number 5 was manipulation. I'm going to let y'all go, but look, check this out. I'm going to say this. Stop expecting others to be your rehabilitation center. Hmm. Let's say that again. Stop expecting other people to be your rehabilitation center. You are responsible for your actions in your life. You have to learn to control your pet. And when I say learn to control your pet, I don't mean learn to control your dog, your cat, your animal. I mean pet as in an acronym, PET. Learn to control your pet, your pain, your emotions, and your trauma. That's your pet. Control it. Your pain, your emotions, and your trauma. The things that you do not close behind you when you go through them will always haunt you in your life. You have to close those doors. If you do not close those doors, if it's just a crack, if another person got a key to your door, they can open it at any time. That means that person has control, total control over your life. And I'm going to show you how that affects you in life. With your spouse, with your husband, with your kids, or whichever. If you don't close those doors that hurt you, or that door that's open that cause trauma, anything in life you see that remind you of that pain will trigger you. You can be having the best day you're having in a long time. And you can see something that triggers some type of trauma in your life, and you take that home with you. Now you mad at the people that love you. And they didn't have nothing to do with it. I'm just saying. If you need help, ask for help. Stop letting your pride allow you to try to handle things on your own. You can't save everybody, and everybody can't go where you go. If you're tired of carrying all the burden, put the burden down and let somebody else carry it. You have to stop playing victim. You take on all these responsibilities, and then when you can't handle them, it's somebody else's problem or you play victim. That's a victim's mentality. We got to stop having that as a people. Our race we are number one in the victim's mentality. We got to stop that. You got to close those doors behind you. Stop hurting the people that love you and giving priority to the people that treat you bad. The people that done treat you the worst, you give priority to. But the people that love you, you treat them like they scum. Stop doing that. You're going to find yourself by yourself. Because a person with an attitude like that, a person will not, they'll find themselves, other people don't want to be around them. Your energy is so bad. They don't want to deal with you. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to acknowledge you. They don't want to be around you because you have that mentality. That victim's mentality. I'm not even going to hold y'all. But I had to let y'all know that. I'm gone.